In this industry, Easter eggs can be extremely important. And like today in this, there was an Easter egg that led the price of this particular crypto to absolutely skyrocket. Well, today we're not here to talk about Rizzo, but I am here to talk about Easter eggs and what could potentially be the next Binance listing. So today we're gonna explore an Easter egg that could lead to a meme coin being launched and listed on Binance. Because as you know, all exchange listings are not equal. And a Binance listing means the coin will likely pump anywhere between hundreds to thousands of percent like that. And so even though all we might have is an Easter egg, it's always worth to look into it. And if it makes sense to you, maybe put a little bit of capital in just in case the Easter egg turns out to be legit and Binance sends your coin skyrocketing. All right, guys, if you're excited today to talk a little bit about conspiracy theories or Easter eggs, do me a favor, destroy that like button. What's up if you're new to the channel? My name is Kyle Chassé, been in crypto for 12, almost 13 years now, and we're gonna crush it this bull run. We are already crushing it. And if you guys are happy for that, destroy that like button, share this video with everybody, because the bigger the channel, the more alpha we get. The more alpha we get, the more money you make. The more money you make, the more happy you are, and it's a flywheel of epic proportions. So before we get into this, let's go and dive in and look at, this is what I was talking about, by the way. This is, if we hear, a little mascot, a Tesla mascot called Rizzo, right? And it was in this last post by talking about SpaceX's rockets, it was teased in there. So we'll get back into the Easter eggs in just a little bit. But talking about the Bitcoin price right now, and we are sitting here at $90,300. And everyone's waiting for 6 more minutes for the markets to open to figure out what's going to happen. My bet, even though the last couple of days have been less than stellar on ETFs, everything else has been much different from a macro perspective, right? And if you just looked at the ETFs, you're like, oh, 2 days of outflows. Oh no, we're doomed. But when you look over here and we look at what's been going on, because remember, I told you, as we get closer to the IRS ruling changing and more favorable conditions of crypto, we're going to see a lot more companies taking Bitcoin on their balance sheet, right? If I was running a huge organization and I had a lot of cash on hand, I would certainly be buying Bitcoin. Or if I had an ability to offer convertible notes on the equity of my company in exchange for cash now to buy Bitcoin, I would also certainly be doing this. So in this post here, Bitcoin Magazine says, just in, breaking news. Publicly listed company SOLANA Technology announces a strategic Bitcoin allocation for corporate strategy. And it says it's happening, right? And the share price, well, this is refreshed, but yesterday it pumped 25% yesterday when this, I guess the markets opened a little bit, but this was up 25% by the way earlier. So another one, Bitcoin Magazine, public company Saylor Scientific buys another 215 Bitcoin for $17.7 million. Fantastic. You know, you're like, oh, well, it's only 215 Bitcoin. Yeah, there's only 21 million in the world, and like 4 or 5 of them have been lost forever, 4 or 5 million of them. So there's only like 17, 18 million Bitcoin actually in the world. 1 million or so haven't been mined. So that's like 16, 17 million. So yeah, 215 being taken off the market for a long time is actually a big deal, especially when there's only like, you know, this very small amount of these things being mined every day, 450 Bitcoin every day. So just this tiny, tiny little acquisition took half of the mined Bitcoin off of the market that were mined that day. But it's nothing compared to what Chad Saylor is doing over here. We'll just call him Chad Saylor from now on. Breaking, MicroStrategy bought an additional 51,780 Bitcoin for $4.6 billion. What? So, and then Tate says, well, as I said, every time he buys, I'll buy 1 million USD, a deal to deal. Let's see if Andrew puts it on chain. My guess is he doesn't. That's my guess. Another one, guys, just so you know, remember, oh, ETFs, no, blah, 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 blah. No, doesn't matter because Mara to offer a $700 million convertible senior note, and their plan to acquire Bitcoin with that $700 million. Are you guys getting this yet? We talked about Saylor, we talked about Mara, we talked about MicroStrategy, and Metaplanet issues 1.75 billion yen debt to offer to buy more Bitcoin, guys. The corporate Bitcoin race is heating up. And this was put out today too by Stock Trader. Oh boy. But at least he's buying the right stocks because he's looking at Bitcoin heavy, crypto heavy stocks. So there's that. He says CLSK is currently the 7th largest company in the world when it comes to BTC on their balance sheet. CLSK will soon be the largest US Bitcoin miner, acquiring the most Bitcoin per month, overtaking Mara. So as you can see, Marathon Digital, or Mara, update over here, has approximately 27, about 10% of what Bitcoin, of MicroStrategy has, although MicroStrategy has now like 330,000 Bitcoin. Insane. Like keeping up with, like, talk about keeping up with BlackRock for a small little company. That's insane. Absolutely nuts. And Julian over here says massive Bitcoin ETF filing day. So basically the 13F disclosures just tell you which financial institutions need to disclose that they're holding Bitcoin or Bitcoin ETFs. And so you have Cantor Fitzgerald, Citadel, Royal Bank of Canada, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, State of Wisconsin Investment Board, Bank of America, UBS, HSBC, and Macquarie Bank. Tsunami of demand incoming. And obviously, this is the point I'm trying to make today, guys. It's like there's just way not enough Bitcoin out there. So you better, right? You better, in my opinion, stack as much sats as possible, right? When you've got 10 extra bucks, put in Bitcoin, right? Like, I mean, this is obviously, I'm not allowed to offer financial advice, but when I have extra money, I'm going to put it in crypto, put it in Bitcoin. And I do listen to other crypto YouTubers, right? And everyone's saying, no need to be in Bitcoin. No need to be in Bitcoin. The rest of the cycle is going to be totally altcoins, blah, 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 blah. And we don't know that high quality altcoins are going to come back for sure. I want to believe so, and I hope so, and I think that they will. And I'm allocated to it as well. But I think to not be allocated to Bitcoin is a huge mistake, especially since timing the top is very difficult. I think acquiring Bitcoin is the name of the game. And in 12 months from now, your entire objective should be how much Bitcoin can you accumulate. That is my perception, my perspective here, what's going on. Not only that, it's a huge day for Bitcoin. And for people, other YouTubers to say that you should not be allocated to Bitcoin blows my mind. All the news across all the world on every major planet, like every major country, with every major government, with every major institution is buying Bitcoin. And like, yeah, meme coins are pumping hard and they're outperforming, but still, to me, I would be skeptical of someone who says, don't buy Bitcoin right now. Like, just stick to your alts and your meme coins. There's just so much. This is, Bitcoin Archive says, breaking. The third Bitcoin president, ? Polish presidential candidate, Sławomir, owns 33.7 Bitcoin worth over $3 million. He has just vowed to follow Donald Trump's lead and create a strategic Bitcoin reserve if he wins elections. So you've got Bukele, Trump, this guy, right? That's just, he's going to win, probably. And if you're in Europe, if you're in Poland, vote for him. And I just think that this is going to be a domino. You see dominoes in the corporates. You see dominoes in governments. This is, and this is just the people who are coming forth with this. Every other government official, president-elect, all these guys have got to be buying Bitcoin. I'm sure of it. And Mike Alfred says, pensions are buying Bitcoin. Corporations are buying Bitcoin. States are buying Bitcoin. Nation states are buying Bitcoin. God is buying Bitcoin. Are you worried that your uncle, Jim, and 2 boneheaded friends from high school aren't in yet? Like, if you're on the sidelines, curious, right now might be a really good time to get in. If you're already in, okay, great. I expect most of my viewers are in. And guys, if you're new to the channel and not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because we talk about all kinds of great stuff here. And you don't want to miss these videos. And it means a lot to me if you do as well. Thank you very much. Kapkun Cup. Brian Armstrong, founder of Coinbase, says, interesting graph from Visa. Basically, Bitcoin and crypto transactions are overtaking other payment networks. Stable coins overtaking remittance, overtaking PayPal, catching up with Visa. This is a big deal. Global adoption. You're watching it right in front of your own eyes. And this is what it's important to understand, right? The Bitcoin price isn't necessarily going up exponentially. I mean, it is, right? Because price equals supply and demand. But what's really happening is inflation and printing of the US dollar and less demand for the US dollar. And so Bitcoin and its counterpart, the US dollar, Bitcoin is appreciating more than the US dollar because the US dollar is decreasing in value, less demand, et cetera, et cetera. This is really powerful. So if you look at here, we just basically cover all where we are in different market cycles, right? And I guess I don't really know when people start cycles. I guess it's at the end of the top, right? And so that would become the first year is always down, right? And look how after the first year, I mean, 2011 was different, but mostly after 1 year, bam, it kind of bottoms out a little bit. And then you have kind of a little bit of recovery and a little bit more recovery. And then bam, parabolic after that. Okay? And so comparing where we were in prior cycles, here, so much more upside to go. That's where we are. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. You are early. If you're watching this, pat yourself on the back. Congratulations. Phantom Wallet from Solana has entered the top 10 utility apps in the US App Store. Solana is just breaking all kinds of records all the time. I like what Cyborg says here over here. Like, it's not a top signal. A lot of people are like, well, when Coinbase app goes to number 1 or Phantom Wallet goes to number 10, it's top signal, it's over. No. This is just mass adoption, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it is. We're nowhere near the top, in my opinion. Not even I don't even think we're near a local top. I think that $100,000 Bitcoin price to me, that is a psychological barrier that's gonna be hard to cross, right? And I think that when we get a little bit close to 100,000, like $96,000, $98,000, I think people are gonna be, a lot of people are thinking the same thing. There's gonna be a psychological pullback, and we might see a correction. But I don't know. Everyone else is saying, hey, we're gonna have it's gonna be the same as other market cycles, and we're gonna get 20, 30, 40% Bitcoin pullbacks, and the alts are gonna pull back 70%. I don't know, guys. There's so much money coming into the space right now from what we just talked about and everything else, what we talk about on a regular basis here. It's literally blowing my mind. And as you can see over here, so I don't know if we're gonna have big pullbacks. I wouldn't be surprised if we do, but I also wouldn't be surprised at all if we don't, right? And I'm going to prepare for the fact that I don't think that we're going to have crazy pullbacks. So as we get into the altcoin, memecoin section of the show, you can see memecoin search terms are at the highest that they basically almost have ever been. Not always. Remember we did have this crazy like Q4 of last year, but still, memecoin search terms are through the roof right now for good reason, obviously. And Dan Crypto Trades over here says 1 month later, and total memecoin capitalization has increased from 57 billion to 123 billion. That's more than double. So you had like $70 million almost, 70 billion, coming into the market over the past month in meme coins alone. No mistake about it. It is a meme coin super cycle. It is crushing. This is hilarious. So Litecoin, as you guys know, is like a very, very old coin. Says, due to current market conditions, I now identify as a meme coin. That's hilarious. Really, really good job, intern. It's just funny. And then Litecoin up 10% since identified as a meme coin. I'm calling all my bags. I'm calling all my bags to call themselves a meme coin now. True. So Murad has this thesis over here, right? Meme coin super cycle. And this is how old money used to flow. We've talked about this on the show before. Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, alt season. Now, Murad's proposing we just don't get alt season. I don't think this is the case. I think that's more money comes in. People are going to be interested in altcoins, but it is a question on everyone's mind right now, no doubt. Are we going to get an alt season, right? And I believe what we are. I have to believe that we are. I think that we will be. But that's Murad's perspective. So Eric says, the majority of your portfolio should be allocated to stop trading and start and believe in something positions, but it's crucial to set aside a portion for exploring new opportunities and never stop clicking. So I do this too. When I get tipped off something cool, I might put some money into it, see how it does, check it out, see if I like it. I want to develop, and I am developing this high conviction list for you guys of memes, of altcoins, ones that we're going to put the majority of my capital into. And then I'm still going to always have this like 5-10% of my portfolio where I am looking for daily opportunities, right? And maybe I trade in and out of some of them, right? The ones that I have high conviction in that we allocate to, those I plan on buying and holding. But yeah, I agree. You want to be looking for new opportunities because sometimes things pop up like Lucy or like Peanut or whatever, right? So this is cool. This is from Xerox Ramen Umai, and this is essentially a list of meme coins and which exchanges that they're listed on, because it's very important. Of course, everyone wants to be listed eventually on Binance. By the way, Doge is a really good pullback right now. I think it's at like 200 million or something. And as you can see, Doge isn't listed on any exchanges right now. So if you guys want to know why I'm bullish on Doge, like the X account says a lot. 83,000 people, followed by a bunch of high value alpha accounts. And all you have to do is scroll down here and just see all of the mainstream talking about Doge. There's great theses here everywhere. Every day I find myself more reason to be bullish on the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. And I think it's going to be one that crushes all season long, because they're going to be talking about Doge all the time in the news. And Elon's going to go Doge, and he's going to talk about the Department of Government Efficiency, and the Doge coin is too expensive. So anyway, that's my thesis on Doge. You guys know that. Here you got different coins. And by the way, over the weekend, I met the founder of Popcat. That was quite cool. I met one of the guys from the team from Act that was listed on Binance as well recently, Act 1. So quite a cool weekend at DevCon. But this is really cool. If you guys want to check it out, it's from Xerox Ramen UMAI. Just important to see which ones are on sexes and which ones aren't, because those are big events, right? Those are big events when they get listed. And it's good to find the ones that you're bullish on that aren't listed on big major exchanges yet. And so this one thinks that Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, OKX, Upbits, and what is RH? Anyone know? Oh, Robinhood. Yeah. Robinhood is a crazy when it listed on, sends volume flying. So Layer GG says all exchanges are listing only meme coins. These are potential candidates for Coinbase, Spot, and Robinhood listings with Floki, Mew, Bonk, Boom, Turbo, Nero, and Degen. So we're going to talk about this. Those are good. They do fit the bill for most things that we're looking from. And what do they want to see? They want to see volume. They want to see community. They want to see all these kind of things as well. So this is from a Binance research report, right? And Atlas broke down and summarized the research report on memes. And it says Binance looks for meme coins with strong active community behind them and fair launches that give everyone access. Avoid tokens that are controlled by insiders. They seem to prefer tokens that have cultural appeal, stories, and themes that connect with larger audience. They also consider whether the real demand and trading interest for the coin, ensuring it has potential in the market. So that's kind of what Binance is looking for. So we're here to wonder, like, what might be the next Binance listing, right? And as we saw recently, Binance listed Act 1 and Peanuts and set those coins absolutely skyrocketing. All right, so as you can see here, guys, this is what happened when Act got listed. This is nuts. This is market cap. Look at market caps at 26 million, 20 million, 20 million. Like, what the hell? 18, 19 million, and then just boom. Look at this, crazy. This is what happens with a Binance listing. It wasn't even crazy volume. This is it's so crazy. I mean, it's like decent volume, like, right? But like not crazy. 25, 30 million volume, 20 million market cap, and then just explodes it to a $800 million. It goes from 20 to 800 million. That's what a Binance listing could do. All right, now let's get into this conspiracy, guys. This is something that I took a small position in, right? Small position because it just, if I saw this and I didn't put something in here and then it ends up going on Binance at some point over the next 6 months or something, I would kick myself because it does seem pretty apparent here. So what am I talking about? Well, Binance Futures, August 16, 2024 says, good morning, GM. Wake up, say GM, reply GM, go to bed. It has this kitty with a blanket wrapped around him, right? And as we move on, that was August 16th. On August 18th, not too long after that, it posts this saying, GM, is this real? Question mark. And it is. Everyone in crypto says GM all the time. I like Billy over here too, by the way. Billy going to billions. And then just recently, 3 days ago, GM again, same meme, same kitty. Wake up, say good morning, reply GM, go to bed. On Binance Futures again, right? This one was actually tweeted by Binance parent account here, but it's not the meme, right? So we started looking and found out this GM token over here created in July before Binance Futures tweeted the same cat and GM, right? So was it inspired by this account? I don't know, but it's very, very small. Only 2,873 people following at the moment right now. And I'll show you the chart in just a second. But as we go down, we see there's been more recently. So look at November 17th, GM. I mean, it's not crazy to draw these connections saying that, but to show you how often GM is used, right? And then Binance intern on November 17th says GM, right? And then Sunshine from Binance says, good morning, to replying to, you replied to Binance intern. And so it just seems like a very Binance thing to do. And it seems like that's the whole community is now predicated on. If we look at some of the art, basically they're putting like Binance, art all over the cat. So, it's a stretch, definitely a stretch, right? But I did allocate to it. I mean, look, it's at a $1.9 million market cap, right? It doesn't have crazy volume. It's not likely to get listed on Binance anytime soon, but I do think if they manifest it enough, potentially, maybe it ends up coming true. So I allocated a little bit to it. But now let's continue to talk about cat coins, right? And dog memes far outweigh cat memes, but it does seem to be cat season. So, dog memes, 89 billion, cat memes, 6.3 billion. This is an oldie but goodie. Had a big rally today. So those of you who've been watching my channel for a long time probably heard about Nyan Memecoin over here. Nyan is the most popular cat and probably of all internet history. In 2011, it made an internet video that had, I think, billions of views or tens of millions or hundreds of millions of views, right? Nyan was like this song, something like that, right? And it was just flying through space with a Pop-Tart body. Now, this has been here for 1 year and 6 months. So 3 times longer than Murad likes to see the minimum viable length of a token that survives, that's still going, right? And we've seen a lot of these recently where, it just kind of seems to be dead for a while and then boom, like cat coin, right time. And then I went over to the X account over here to see if it was active again. And what do you know? They are, right? So did you miss me? November 17th, yesterday, and we're back. So, and look at, it's got pretty good engagement, 5.7 thousand views, 131 likes, 109 retweets, 79 comments, and they got 6,000 followers, 6,000 members in the Telegram group as well. This is pretty good. When you compare it to something like Bongo, right? Which, look at what Bongo did. So Bongo, as you guys know, I told you guys about this at 16 million, right? Back here, basically, when we started talking about it. Congratulations, by the way. But look how long this thing was dead for. First of all, it's more popular. If we look at what ChatGPT says about the most famous cats, I said, what are the most famous cat memes of the internet? Right? It says, internet has celebrated numerous cat memes that have become iconic over the years. Here are some of the most famous ones: Grumpy Cat, Nyan Cat, Keyboard Cat, Bongo Cat, etc., etc., etc. And then I said, okay, well, can you give me some insight on the popularity of Bongo versus Nyan? And it says both Nyan and Bongo Cat are iconic internet memes featuring animated cats, each achieving significant popularity during their respective peaks. Nyan Cat, originally created in April 2011, Nyan Cat has an 8-bit animation with a Pop-Tart body flying through space, leaving rainbow trail accompanied by a catchy Japanese pop song. The video quickly went viral, ranking the 5th most video viewed in 2011. Its unique combination of visuals and music captivated a global audience, leading to widespread recognition of numerous parodies. Now, Bongo Cat, in May 2018, an artist known as Strayrug posted the GIF of a simple white cat-like blob tapping its paws on the table. Another user edited the GIF to include bongos, synchronizing the taps to the athletic theme song for Super Mario World. This adaptation led to the creation of Bongo Cat. So, comparison, longevity, so cultural impact. In summary, both memes have made significant contributions to internet culture. Nyan Cat's earlier emergence and broader cultural impact have afforded it a more enduring legacy compared to Bongo Cat. So to me, it just seems like if Bongo Cat's able to go 94, I mean, just by risk reward here, like it seemed 2.9 seems very early to me, and we're talking about a 30x to get to where Bongo is right now. I'm not exactly sure what the team is going to do. I did reach out. I did get a ping back saying that they're going at some big plans. We'll find out some more information tomorrow. Proceed with caution. Do your own research. Keep in mind they did take a break for a while, and they're back now. but back with the community, it does seem. So some positive news there, guys. That's a wrap up today. I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.